Mom, can I open my Christmas presents now? Mijo, you know we open one present on Christmas Eve and the rest on Christmas. It's tradition. Toastmasters, guests, ladies and gentlemen, many of us have developed traditions over the years. And some of those traditions have either started in our family or they've been continued, and some have changed. It's tradition that on birthdays, at least here in the Rio Grande Valley, that the birthday boy or girl takes a little bite out of the birthday cake and someone shoves their face in the cake. It's not a tradition I like because it really messes up the cake for the rest of us. On Thanksgiving, it's become family tradition, at least in my family, that I get a turkey leg. And that tradition has been going strong for over 40 years now. On Christmas, we have many traditions. In my family, we didn't always grow up having everything. So some of those traditions have changed, but we always we made do with what we had, and we got creative. One of our traditions was that we always have a Christmas tree. Well, we didn't always afford a Christmas tree, but one year we had this big ceramic cactus tree that I thought, hey, this could be our Mexican Christmas tree. So I put it up on a little table and I strung up Christmas lights, and that's where we placed our presents. And it's become tradition that I don't always keep this tradition, but I try to do something similar. I'll either draw a tree or I'll paint one. Last night I made this little sketch card of an Arizona cactus, and this is the type of cactus that we had. So I only saw this as a Mexican Christmas tree. Then I realized it's an Arizona cactus, but I still like it. And so I try to draw something like this almost every year. That's my own little tradition. And I remember back when I first started that little tradition in our home because we couldn't afford a Christmas tree. One of the other things that we did is we used to have this really nice large ceramic church that had a light in it. So it was for those Christmas villages. And we had that throughout the year, not just for Christmas, but on Christmas we would light it up. We would plug it in and it would be nice and bright and also hot, and that's why we only used it on Christmas, because it would get overheated in our little apartment. During the last year, it broke and we don't have it anymore. So that's something we didn't keep up. Especially I didn't keep it up because I try not to have too much Christmas stuff up in my house if I don't really have the kids or anything. But lately I've been thinking back and just being nostalgic, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to bring this tradition back. Those houses can get a little bit expensive, and I remember going to the Dollar Tree, and sometimes I'll see these little houses, and I was thinking, this is just a Dollar Tree knockoff. I don't want this. I want my old ceramic church. But this year I decided, you know what, why can't this be a new tradition? So I picked up a similar looking plastic miniature church. The one we had was larger, but this is a good representation. Now that, you know what, this can be our new tradition. And it also lights up and doesn't heat up the whole apartment. So that's a plus. So sometimes we can think of our traditions that we need to stick by them. we need to do this because that's how we did it. No, you can change them. You can't always afford the big tree. You can't always afford the best ceramic houses. I started collecting these little small ones that I've been having fun. Especially since my Thanksgiving didn't turn out as great as I wanted to. But going to the store and looking for specific little buildings brought me so much joy that I just set them up on a little table, which I also found, which is also my tradition that if I find something and it's useful, I take it home. But this little plastic church and the little plastic buildings have given me joy, have given me a purpose to clean up the apartment just a little bit more and make space. That way when my children do come again for the holidays, it's nice and clean for them, and there's something pretty for them to look at. And that is a tradition I hope to carry on. Being creative, being innovative in what we do, changing our traditions, but keeping them going. Toastmaster.